Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Subscribe to youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me.
You are now tuned into the Boxing Voice Radio. Join us every Thursday and Sunday, live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
ThaBoxingVoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. And today we're back. We're going to be discussing Border Wars. It's that time. And Border Wars is starting its planning season, you know? And then it'll switch over to strap season. But we'll be giving you more details for Border Wars in terms of registration updates, you know, the deadline on that registration, when it ends, and some more little details that you should know if you want to participate in Border Wars, maybe. Because to be honest with you, this one's pretty much done. You know, there's only a few spots left, but we'll get into more detail. But we already got a 10 fight card, and we're expecting more than that. But let me go ahead and introduce my co-host, none other than the Hipster Hunter in the Golden State. Let's get his words. You know, he's going to finally make his Border Wars return.
TBV production.
This is a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Johnson. How do you feel about it?
Fuck that. Conor McGregor.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You know me, Larry. From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rock into a knockout. Now, when here it is, the main thing is, I just hope the guy, I wish.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yes, the hipsters here. Haters beware. And the show isn't really about me. We're not going to talk about my fight and, you know, the real people's main event. This is obviously just to help you, the listeners, understand when registration's ending, what we are expecting of our registries. I think that's the right word. The people that will be registering and now becoming a part of Border Wars Part 2, officially or unofficially. And I assume that you guys want to know what is expected of you, what sort of fees are combined with this event, when this event will be, where it's going to take place. All these questions we're going to answer on the show, so cannot wait to get into it with you, Ness, and the rest of the callers.
Well, let's do that. I guess to add some excitement,
woohoo,
to start spicing things up early, let's pull out our current fight list. I can't screen share this. Let me see if I could do it. No, I can't. Whatever. Current fights. And these are not in any particular order, but I will say this particular fight can be Border Wars' main event for sure. We got Alexander Doomsday Lainez, the amateur, taking on Coach Mitty from the UK, the unsanctioned pro. You have Jose from Canada making his return as the A side, giving the once beaten Enrique Casual Fan Church a rematch in what was considered one of the Border Wars fights of the night in Florida at Camp Cunningham.
Anybody can be beat.
Coming in at number 3, again, no particular order, but this order can remain. Coming in at number 3, we got Robert the Legend Ortiz the current drummer of Escape the Fate rock band, versus Eric El Terrible Cruz, aka God's son. Now think about that matchup, right? I mean, if you're a Christian parent, right, you definitely don't want your kids listening to Rob's music. So this one's going to be freaking funny, right? So then you got Angelo Huracan making his return on the TBV promotion, sporting the record of 1-1 with 1 KO. He's going to be giving Shandu, the cyclist Logan from New York City, a rematch in what some are calling a unnecessary rematch, to be honest with you. But Shandu's on his Adrian Broner rebuild trip. He feels he can do different in the rematch, and he's set out to prove it. Coming in at number 5, we have another new participant because, you know, I didn't mention that Robert Ortiz is obviously a new participant. Eric Cruz is a returner coming back off that big win off of Angelo Huracan, upsetting the Canadian captain who has over 11 amateur fights. But making his debut on Border Wars, everyone's favorite caller, a TBV West Coast host of Wake and Bake, former sparring partner of Matthew the Hunter Hipster, also stands in as a coach from time to time in Camp West Coast with good old Info Joe. We're talking Santiago, the silent killer. We don't have a last name on him at the moment, unfortunately. Somebody dropped the ball. But he's going to be taking on Chris CeeLo Garcia from Canada. A lot of Canadians, man, and this is what I'm talking about, bro. They seen the footage, and more people joining up. Chris is also another debuter to Border Wars. So Border Wars definitely expanding for sure. Border Wars is going to go down as the stable name, but it's obviously going to need individual card names. This one can be Global Wars, since we have, you know, people coming from the UK and from Canada, 2 different countries to meet in the United States. Who knows? But we'll let our listeners, the fans, the listeners, the fucking family pick the true name. But coming in at number 6 under his coach, Matthew the Hipster Hunter versus Warren La Mosca Never Show Up Montilla. There's a lot on the line with this particular fight. True animosity. I mean, the first couple of days around each other, the face-off, all that's going to be intense. I wonder if Matt does the old shove that he did on Angelo Huracan. And, you know, with a guy like Warren, who he's already disrespected, you know, spoken to down, I don't know, you start shoving Warren might Chisora smack the shit out of you at that way. And I don't know. That's just me. I could be just dreaming. You know, I like drama. I loved when Chisora threw the fucking table. I love it. So
and very quickly, hold on. We know that my fight ain't gonna be the 6th fight down from the top. Come on. We know that.
Coming in at number 7, it's my former opponent, showing himself a formidable foe, being able to last 3 rounds with the Dominican Nightmare, a.k.a. Ness Young Ali. Zach, the Mac Daddy Kramer, is back to prove to the world that a knockdown is nothing, and just like a bike, he could get up and try again, and he's getting in there this time with the 6'2", debuter, TBV's own LA correspondent, hard on the ground, gonna be covering Lomachenko for you tomorrow versus Mariaga, has done numerous videos on the YouTube channel, none other than Aaron, the Can Man 2, Can't 2, baby. Oh yeah, former Division I quarterback. That's right. This card is stacked. No, we're not done. Number 8. Superman Steven Calderon, Nurse Jackie's worst nightmare versus Tommy Machine Gun MMA Lou. That's right. And he's coming from Canada too. Then we got number 9, And this is where it gets interesting, folks. Unfortunately, this was supposed to be an update show. Now it's going to end up doing a little twist and turn into I don't know, it's not really a theory or, it's not,
or just some shady promotional tactics or behind the scenes.
What's happening next is a very interesting fight. Very interesting fight. I mean, we have a Texan debuter. Power runs in the blood. It's proven.
It's proven.
Eric El Terrible Cruz is the man to single-handedly practically give Angelo Huracan a knockout. And we have footage of Eric Cruz versus this debuter. He goes by the name of Martin. Excuse me. Shit, I fucked that up, Marvin. Excuse me. He goes by the name of Marvin the Tank Furman. And he's going to be taking on another debuter. This guy's going to be doing it for all the big guys out there, for all the emos out there in the rock and roll world. My man, Eddie Bala de Grasa Navarez, coming in from Las Vegas with 3 amateur fights, 1 loss, excuse me, 1 win, 2 losses. And he didn't have, he had those amateur fights almost 14 years ago. Now, we'll get Marvin's exact age, but he's the younger man. And he's the bigger man. Well, he's not the bigger man because Eddie's weighs 275, but Marvin 1 month ago weighed 240 pounds, and today he weighs 215 pounds, verified by these eyes and the eyes of Eric Cruz.
And me.
And Matthew. Marvin is working. His footage could be seen on Patreon. People are saying in the comments, Matt, that he shows the most skill out of everybody, future and past cards. I felt a bit disrespected when I read that, to be honest with you.
I mean, maybe you aren't the one to feel disrespected. Maybe like a Doomsday should feel disrespected. I don't know if maybe that's a future fight down the line.
Coach Mitty should feel disrespected. I mean, speaking
Coach Mitty hasn't been on card yet. So I can understand.
Right down the line, there was a bit of hoopla over there, Matt. People kind of wanting Marvin the Tank to take on old Doomsday, but Eric Cruz, godson himself, he came out of nowhere like a little angel on the shoulder of Marvin and said, "No, don't do it, Marvin. He's too much." And
go after the easy fight. Go after Rapid friend.
No, I don't think that's the easy fight. Actually, I like that fight. I like that fight a lot. 2 guys looking to drop weight. And, from what I see from Eddie, he's good. He bends at the waist. He's not a novice. He bends at the waist. He's got good movement. And if he loses some of that weight, which is truly what this is all about, getting all these guys back into good enough shape that they could actually, go out and have some fun with their families, be able to touch their toes again, get rid of those bellies. But what is so far, I just want to throw some shade. None of Matt's boys, none of his people who said he was like his little team that he's supposed to be training with, they haven't signed up. So Matt, training camp's open over here, baby. You could come.
Well, luckily for those that have not figured it out yet, there is a ending to registration. That is next Sunday, August 13th at noon. That is the final moment you can register for this event. And again, purely signing up does not guarantee you a fight. Registering is the closest thing to guaranteeing you a fight. That is, again, do you want to break it down or do you want me to break it down?
No, go ahead. Do your thing.
In order to be in this event, you have to first pass the screening process, which has a $25 screening fee. As of this moment, we have not decided if any of these fees are refundable. We are leaning towards that, obviously, for particular reasons, but right now we do not know, so I don't have that information. But there's a $25 screening fee process. Again, you have to go through that process. That's only for us to figure out if you can be in the event. That does not guarantee you a fight, so do not take that as you are in. After that, you should be getting an email, I believe, from either the Boxing Voice or Bobby Aram, stating that you can now register, which has a $100 registration fee, and that means you have an opponent. That means we have someone for you.
There. And yeah, that's right. You will only be notified to register once we have found you an opponent. And obviously it's going to be a lot of corresponding back and forth. You see, they're saying screening what? That's exactly the point. There's going to be a lot of screening that we have to do.
Weight, height, experience.
Exactly. Weight, height, experience. And then we have to shop you around to someone, because just think about it, right? Like, how many people are brave enough to get in the ring with someone and believe everything that they're saying? You know, and a lot of these guys, you know, they're 30 something, you know, everyone is just, again, doing it for fitness and kind of want to, you know, get that monkey off their back. You know, who doesn't want to live out their dream? But no one wants to get seriously hurt, Santos. So yes, there's definitely has to be a screening fee. Last thing we want to do is set someone up as novice as, let's say, a Chris CeeLo Garcia with a, you know, John DeJohn, aka JD from fucking Texas, right?
He was a pro. So yeah,
he was a pro. So that's kind of not what we want to do. The dates are January 15th through January 21st. So
and the location is Los Angeles for those that have not know yet.
Los Angeles. Yeah, I know they're, you know, this is why this is the official show. There were a lot of rumors of possible locations, but the site fee was greater at Los Angeles, so that's where we're going. We haven't chosen a professional gym. We're in talks with a couple. You know, could be Robert Garcia's, could be Charles Huerta's. You know, maybe we end up at the Robles. Who, I don't know. We have to decide.
Another quick piece of information: if you want to be in this event, you do have to be a $5 tier on Patreon.
Yes,
and you do have to be active within the promoting process and build up. What does that mean? Obviously, you need to post.
Be active. How do you want me to be active? Doing what exactly? I work 8 hours a day. I got 3 kids, and I got to train for this thing. What do you want me to do now?
One, there's easy things you can do. If you're training, which you should be doing at least 3 times a week if you want to take this thing seriously, you'd be being completely honest, and that's at least. You should be training at least 5 times a week if you want to be competitive in this, being completely honest. Have someone videotape you when you train.
What exactly do you want them to videotape me doing?
It could be anything. Again, it could be weight, strength, and conditioning. It could be actual boxing training. It could be mitt work. It could be in sparring. As you do, if you do not know already, every participant that's participated already in these events has already posted at least 2 rounds of full sparring, plus other montages of working out, etc.
Montages, kind of 24-hour, 24/7 footage. You know, epilogue.
Now, if you don't know how to edit that. If you don't know how to edit that, which is completely fine. If you do not have the best equipment for that, that's completely fine. Do it anyways. Videotape it with your phone, whatever it is. Send it to us, me or Ness, and we can obviously edit it and get a package for you at a better level or a more higher quality level if that's what you're worried about. But you do have to videotape it. You do have to be a fighter. This whole process is a fan's dream of living a fighter's life for once.
You have to think about it as blue-collar boxing and Biggest Loser rolled into one.
Smith Jr. You're Joe Smith Jr. that's working the construction yard and training at the same time.
So we want to follow that. We want to see your beginning photo with your 46-inch waist, and we want to see you come back on fight night with your 32-inch waist and 6-pack. And if you ain't got that, you come at fight night like me with a little beer, a little beer keg. You know what I mean? Not a keg, but a 12-pack maybe. You know, something like that. But yeah, that's what it is. What else can we say? What else can we say that we need to? Well, some of the promotion is going to be $3, right? So you'll be able to see all the buildup, but the fights will always be $5 and above, because obviously production. I mean, this particular event is going to have Titan Media do all the recording and all the editing, and there won't be such a delay because we're going to hire the original company we were going to go with, not the company from Canada. We're going to hire the original company that did our appreciation nights the first, second, and third times. So we will be all good. We got Enrique Church on the line, and he's going to be having his rematch. Let me go to him real quick. He wants in on this, and I'm pretty sure he wants to pollute the airways with his rematch. Somebody tell him he's already got it. He doesn't need to keep building it.
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I saw fight too.
Stay focused, stay working my dad. Nice boxing voice.
Because if he comes to fight, then I'm going to look for him.
I saw the fight too.
I think you're accurate.
What's up? Good evening, everyone. Ness, Matt. Yo, I just want to say I participated in the fight, as you may all know, and you have to take it extremely extra mile because your opponent may be taking it the extra mile, and you might get your ass whooped. And I'm not saying on a professional level, but you may get embarrassed because you may have more angles and stiffer punches landing than yours. So I can say that firsthand. I'm re-editing my tape, my third round at least, putting some voiceover on it. And I'm saying to myself, like, damn, I can't believe you pulled that off. And I have no excuses. The man won in the judge's eyes, but I saw my mistakes. My mind was blank during the corner was speaking to me. And I was just saying it. It's a hell of a fight, a hell of a time, a hell of an experience. It's a great time to go escape your regular life and start focusing on winning a matchup. And I'm sure everyone who participated, whether they're from Canada or Team USA, could say that same thing for themselves. So, yes, get that screening money in because I have a feeling that it's going to sell out. We have a lot of fights in mind, and I'm excited for it. And I'm excited no matter where it takes place, whether it be Los Angeles, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, or back in Florida. I'm going to be there. You get to be with Ness. You get to be with Matt. You get to meet Doomsday. And you get to shake casual fans' hands and, sport some gear with them and rock out. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. Make sure you send in your tape, pledge $3, pledge $5, and enjoy this festivity because it is as serious as a Charlo brother going into a fight. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. Right? For sure. Listen, and, like Enrique said, he had some exclusive Border Wars only shirts. You can't find them nowhere. You can't even find them if you sign up to his Patreon at Boxing Fan Apparel because it was exclusively for Border Wars 1. So, you never know what you're going to get during this trip. But, Enrique, I want to thank you for calling in. I know you're a busy man. Let us know in the text if you're ready to come back. Cash Weezy in the flesh. I see you in the check-in, Sal. Sal's also someone who signed up. And, once everything is ready, we'll announce what we got for him. But so far, it's 10 fights. Now, I stopped at Marvin the Tank versus Eddie Bala de Grasa. And I had to give you a little storyline. This was supposed to be an update show, but, it wouldn't be a Nest show without a little bit of drama and a little bit of storyline, right? So there's this guy that signed up. He's a debuter. He's 6'2", 255 pounds. He's a heavyweight. He's hailing from Los Angeles. He's a Division I defensive end football player, and he wants to throw them hands. He's signed up. He's ready to rock and roll, and he's looking for some heavyweight action. There was a heavyweight that was talking a lot, And I like Big Baby Miller, but I got to call this guy the West Coast Big Baby Miller because there's a lot of talk. And until Baby Miller fought Washington, he hadn't done nothing. So, take it as a compliment, my friend. But truth be told, the talker hasn't showed. So, Ness doesn't feel like waiting. Ness doesn't do a lot of waiting. Ness don't do no ducking and jiving. And because of that, I think I'm taking the 265-pound, 24-year-old youngin on. I think I'm gonna be Floyd, and I'm gonna take on Saul Canelo Alvarez early before he gets better. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna do it now when people say that I won't. That's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So that'll be the 10th card on the fight. I'll give myself, Ness, Young Ali Gibbs versus Hasael Big Hayes Santoyo. I think that's gonna be my opponent to round it out. What up? What up?
With all of this leaked footage or pictures of Paulie with Connor, have you seen the hashtag, leaked footage of Aaron Cantu and the tight end himself that is facing you?
Nah, where's that?
It was on Aaron Cantu's IG story.
Did you record it?
I did not record it. I definitely should have.
Oh, you're corny.
But I definitely watched it.
Ooh, what was it? How was it? I heard Cantu's better. I'm just keeping it real.
Keeping it 100? Keeping it a buck? Cantu's pretty light on his feet, man. He's fast.
He said he was light. He said
I think Cantu's going to give a lot of guys issues because of his speed. Ness, man, come on, man. You're going to... He's food for you. Young Ali is going to get a 4th-round knockout out of a 12-round fight sort of thing. That's how bad it's going to be.
Cantu's food.
You needed JP. You needed that rival.
Cantu's food. Cantu's food. Cantu's food. Yo, listen. He want to call himself.
You're slow.
He want to call himself. Yo, I'm slow.
Listen, you're pretty slow. Your feet are slow.
I'm accurate. You don't see Floyd running around like that. We accurate, B. We make our punches count. That's all. We make
1 out of 2 punches landed around 50%, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Well, look, man. It is what it is. Hopefully people enjoy this one as much as they enjoyed the first one. This one's going to have a lot more time for preparation, so it should produce some good action. I'm sending out a sincere message to Matt out there, hoping that he takes this camp seriously, because I want nothing but greatness from the guy that I do, shows with every single day. But believe me, I can fucking laugh at you every day on this show if Warren whoops your ass. I'm just saying.
Ness,
I'm just saying.
I would not expect anything less, and vice versa. If you get your ass whooped, I'm gonna rip you forever. Like that's just gonna happen.
Yo, Dr. Mofongo, you need to get past Santiago before you talk about you got the blueprint finesse. Everybody got the blueprint finesse. But my talent is God-given. You heard Floyd.
Mofongo, come to LA and fight JP, man.
Yeah, look at you trying to get JP.
Eddie ducked him. Eddie left. Eddie didn't want that work.
Trying to get JP that Saw fight.
Eddie saw the reincarnation of Joe Frazier and was like, nah, I don't want that, man. I don't want that.
But what you mean? I thought it was Eddie and JP. Let me see.
But you just said Eddie's fighting Marvin now.
Wait, I got to see what Jose said. Maybe I messed up live on air again.
No. You did not mess up live on air. We talked about that on the phone as well before the show, Hashtag Heyman, Bobby, and
it does say Eddie. It does say Eddie versus but that's because your man ain't signed up, bro. We can't be waiting for people that's just talking. I'm saying, I'm sorry. These guys are signed up and they ready. They want to start training camp, bro. These guys are ready, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Listen, let's get to some callers. We got actually a promoter on the line, and we got a participant that might be on the card. We're still in negotiations. We got Alex Lemon out there.
JP's in the queue as well.
Is JP?
Press 1. JP, press 1.
But that's what JP does, though. He's always in the queue to talk. Like, we got to get him signed up and seal a fight. We got a 10-card fight right here. I took the killer waiting for JP, and you knew. See, JP, I want you to know, I blame Matt because Matt was the one that I said, yo, look.
We had a fight. We had a fight under my assumption.
Yeah, look, he loves to cut me off.
We had a fight. We had a fight scheduled.
He don't want you to hit a real JP.
But then I had Bobby Arum out of nowhere fucking take that fight from me. So it's really Bobby Arum's fault that JP doesn't have a fight, that you're saying these awful, incorrect things about my fighter. I'm sorry that the fans have to listen to this,
I love how you're trying to blame it on another promoter. Like,
it's true. He had an opponent.
The bottom line is you had the opportunity to get your fighter a brand new fight, and to be honest, it could be sold. This big, Division I former football, young football playing, I mean, dude, it would have made JP look great. But you didn't do that. You dropped the ball as a promoter. You were so set on trying to get him a fight that a guy had to have 2 fights. You wanted him to fight JP and fight the Scales. That's why you wanted Eddie.
What do you mean? I never said that.
Yeah.
I never said he had to fight the Scales. What are you talking about?
You knew Eddie wants to lose weight, so that's the fight you wanted. You knew it would be tougher.
It had nothing to do with that.
So what was it?
I was never told that. I'll put it this way. I'm not saying that's incorrect. I'm just saying Eddie never contacted me. Bobby Arum never contacted me. You didn't contact me. Robert Ortiz didn't contact me. No one contacted me about that issue.
Everyone knows Eddie
called out you. Eddie called out everyone. Eddie said he would fight anyone.
That's right. And we got him.
So apparently he doesn't. Apparently he doesn't want to fight. He wants to fight a guy that weighs 210 pounds when he's 275 pounds. That's cool, Eddie. I see what it's like. I see what it is.
Because that's what I'm saying. You're not getting it. Eddie wants to lose weight. So
Eddie is not going to cut 75 pounds in 5 months.
65.
He wants to cut 65? I thought he was wanting to cut to 200.
Well, he's got to get, the other dude's 215. I don't know.
If he can do it, he can do it. I just don't think he can.
Okay, but the bottom line is you didn't get your fighter a fight.
No, we had a fight, and then it was pulled out under us due to a promoter.
Who was your fight?
Who was my fight or who was JP's fight?
Whatever you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about JP. JP versus Eddie.
Versus Eddie. Man, that was only talked about for like 1 second.
No, we agreed upon it.
I don't know. Where's the
lie? If you want to lie to the public.
No, I'm not lying. I swear to you. Text Bobby. We need him on this show. We need Bobby Arum on. We're going to go out to the UK to Robbie Hearn, who has his fighter on the line, or not on the line, but on the card. Coach Schmitty. Robbie, what up?
How you doing, man?
All right.
Yeah. First of all, Matt, I'm sorry, but Bobby Arum's come in and stole your fight. You need to up your game as a promoter. You've seen what the Hearns can do today with, my big brother Eddie. But you need to up your game as a promoter. You can't be losing fights for your fighters.
Yo, you only have one fighter in your stable.
That's all he needs. He's got a chin.
And he's in the toughest fight out of anyone.
Toughest fight means main event.
Yeah, and it also means getting knocked down on the biggest stage.
Sounds like Robbie Hearn is getting his fight of the biggest possible thing out there.
That's right. You preach, Nez, preach.
I mean, it's true. I look.
Yo, Robbie. No.
Wait a minute.
No, Coach Mitty's Kell Brook and Doomsday's Earl Spence. You're casting him out. Well, technically speaking, Doomsday's more Triple G because he's a higher weight class.
But listen, I do.
They're going to be the same weight class.
All jokes aside, I do want to give Robbie Hearn credit. Just like his big brother, Eddie Hearn, he knows how to promote. You gotta take your hat off for the promotional videos that he's already done, not only for his fighter, but he's even, even though it's like a backhanded compliment, he was still including Doomsday in some of those videos, right? So he's promoting. You don't have any promotional video. You don't have any promotional video for any one of your fighters, let alone yourself. So for you to be talking about anybody from a promoter standpoint, I just think it's, well, you're out of line.
Fights haven't been scheduled apparently, so why would I be promoting fights that aren't scheduled?
Hey, Robbie,
that aren't contractually agreed upon. Apparently, apparently verbal deals are no longer acceptable in TBV promotions.
Robbie Hearn, last I checked, Matt was fighting Warren, was he not?
Yeah.
Have you seen any promo for that? Any talk for that? Any build?
We've had months of buildup. We've had months of buildup.
Oh, he
had months to build up for that fight.
He's the real Bob Arum. He's the real.
You can't point out me when I'm the real people. Now you're saying
you don't even got the
east side. When we made promo after promo, me and Warren. Warren put out the most sparring of anyone from Team Canada. So me and Warren have sold our fight already, and we're gonna sell it when it comes time. But this isn't the time to sell us. This is time to sell us.
Mr. Hearn, when was the last time you heard of a card get canceled? A fight get canceled and they reuse the promotional footage.
yeah, you're gonna have to come up with something new. Look,
I have more promotional footage on my fight than you do for Mitty.
I think we need to contact the commissions and have them check into this guy's promoter's license.
Yeah, I think it needs updating, like Warren's passport. Yeah.
Yo, this is this is a collusion between promoters right here. I will not stand for this.
So, hey, Hearn,
you know,
what did you
keep it professional?
What did you think of any of the other announced fights? You got any clue? I mean, actually, you're a patron, so you've seen some of those. Which ones are you? Some of these new debuters that we were able to profile. What do you think of?
Yeah. We got some
fresh meat.
Like
we got some fresh meat.
I think it's looking great. I mean, you did the Border Wars one, and you know the comments have been fantastic, and the hype was good. Everyone, but you know, with myself putting out a few videos, it's got people hyped, and then we're seeing all these new contenders stepping up with their videos. It's just building great hype, and you know that's what it's all about. And everyone's invested in people's journeys. It's great, and I think each fight, maybe as we build towards it, we can maybe you guys can maybe dedicate a show and build a narrative around each fight.
Well, I want to ask you specifically your thoughts on the new debuters and who looks the most promising to you.
What's it? Cantu. Yeah, like you were just saying just now, he looks pretty lively on his feet. He looks like you know, and I forgot the name of your guy, Furminator. Yeah, he could be a killer. So you need to make sure you get down that Jersey boy gym, Nez, and get to work with Big Bill, because
that's what I want. I want the challenges. I want what the people think are killers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing the Joshua route. I'm doing Wilder. I'm calling out everybody.
He's going to be the young Ali's foreman, you know? He's going to be you're going to have to, you know, get some old school tricks out there, Nez, and show him a lesson.
It's all good. It's all good. It's going to be a great fight. Listen, Hearn, let me get to some other callers. Thanks again.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries.
All right, stick around. We might double back. We're going to go out to someone that may debut. We're talking Northern Cali's finest. Oh, man, you know what? We actually need you to – should we do that?
I won't deny you.
TBV Production.
Come with me. Hail Mary, run quick, see what do we have here now?
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
TBV Productions.
Yes. I'm screaming out war, man, like Machiavelli, man. Yes, I'm coming.
You signing the contract, Al?
Hold on. Oh, I got to jump on there and do that ASAP.
Yo,
I was on the road when we were talking. What's up?
So, Alex, what would be your ring name? I mean, I'm Young Ali. It's Alex what Lemon?
Mr. Top Rank Lemon.
Oh, man.
Mr. Top Rank. I like it. Hey, man. Hey, we letting the cat out the bag or what? We saying the name or what?
Oh, you want to announce the fight? So you're officially taking the fight.
I'm down, man. You said it's in LA. You said it's a day after my birthday. I'm there. I'm there. I just got to go to the computer. That's all I got to do.
Well, yeah. I mean,
sign up.
Well, there it is. We're gonna announce it. Look at Matt. Matt can't get the smile off his face. Matt, do you want to do the honors?
Dude, I'm so hyped for this, man. We have it, ladies and gentlemen. Alex, Mr. IG Master himself, Lemon versus the one and only Info Joe. I believe is now official. As the promoter of Info Joe, I can say that the fight is official. It will be happening on Border Wars 2, tentatively scheduled for January 15th in LA. Cannot wait for that. That is truly a low-key people's main event that I know a lot of the listeners and OG callers alike cannot wait to see. Info Joe in the ring, finally tested. Is his knowledge true? Is Alex Lemon's tenure as IG Master allowed him to be the sensei of boxing? I don't know. I cannot wait.
So, Alex, give the people a taste of your weight loss journey, where you come from to where you're at now. You're actually... you know what? You do the honors of telling them how low you've gotten.
I was at 195. I got down. Now I'm at. I weighed in at 165. That was what, 3 days ago. I haven't weighed myself since. I'm actually trying to maintain at 170 at the most, 175. I'm hoping. So because I'm planning to go into training, I plan to put some muscle on because I'm planning to. I love Info Joe, but I'm planning to put a hurting on him. I'm gonna try to do what I can do in this ring. So 170.
So who you gonna train with? Because you're all the way in North Carolina. What's the closest gym to? You gonna end up with the Floreses? Who you gonna use? Kilo the Kid? Who's gonna be teaching Lemon the what to do? Because listen, it's no joke. You really need some direction. You can't just go in there throwing punches.
With the South Central LA native himself, Info Joe. He's coming for you. He's coming.
Hey, Matthew, Kathy, Duva. I'm taking your boy out, man. I'm taking your boy out. I got a few tricks up my sleeve, man. I am going to make a few phone calls, see if I can get a little sparring in. But also, 3 houses down from me, I have a ex-MMA fighter who does CrossFit training just as his job, I guess, weekly. So I'm planning on signing up for that. I'm gonna try to come in the best shape I can.
But you need some boxing training. What's your experience?
No doubt.
What's your experience level?
Just golden gloves back in the day in the streets, bro. That was it.
All right, yo.
Unofficial.
School of Hard Knocks. That's what I'm talking about, Lemon. Tell them. That's what we got taught. Listen, Lemon, let me get to some other people, man. I'm going to go out to New Jersey Zone. I mean, talk to us. I mean, what up?
Fellas, what's good? What's good? Listen, I'm listening to the show, and sometimes, with the babies and all, I'll be a few steps behind, but like, where's the registration and all that? Because if I could squeeze my way in there, like I said,
here's how you do it. I mean,
me in and I cut the mustard.
It's very easy. www.ThaBoxingVoice.com/Border Wars. And then this is very key. Another / There's 2 / around Border Wars after the www.ThaBoxingVoice.com. It's going to pop up right there, and it's very simple to sign up and register.
Okay, yeah. Yo, because I told you before, like, I walk around at about 198, in terms of my boxing experience, Boys and Girls Club, and whatever else I did, as a young man, just throwing hands. But as far as training, like, I've been training, like, probably since I was like 16 in terms of, getting in sparring with, with equipment on or
90 seconds.
College threw me off, but I still, like, I know once I got back, to Jersey, like, I moved back to Jersey after school, like, I got right back into boxing, and that's what kind of helped me to stay fit. So, like, at this point, I ain't been getting much sparring in, man, but, like, I'm trying to see where I'm at, man, and I feel like, the TBV fan base, it's a league of its own, and I'm trying to see where I'm at. So
60 seconds.
See what's up, and I'm gonna try to get a fight in. I think I could fight anywhere between 195, 185. If I was really trying to do it, So we're gonna see what's gonna happen, fellas.
Well, all right. I mean, thanks for calling in. I'll tell you what, man. Hurry up and get that screening fee and sign up done, because we could move some things around. JP doesn't have an opponent, right? Or did you just find? Okay, so JP doesn't have one. We could still move JP back to Eddie, Marvin to Amin, because Marvin, remember, he wants to get the 185. So that gives him his, and they can catch weight it if both of them don't want to go all the way to 185, 190, 195, something like that is good for Amin and Marvin. And then we also got young Sal, who's, I think, coming in at 180, right, Sal? What's your weight, Sal?
Five-pound weight or weight right now?
I mean, obviously what you want to fight at. I'm not, yo, people cutting. I'm glad I'm a heavyweight. I ain't trying to cut nothing.
I'll meet you at your weight. What you mean? I'm here to promote myself.
Go ahead, put it on, dog. Put it on.
Nah, fuck with you. I'm trying to fight at 160, bro. Somewhere right there. But if the opportunity arises and I got to catch somebody at because I'm trying to calm down. Well, I have to calm down. I'm trying to get you know what I mean, lose these LBs and shit. But if I got to meet somebody at a weight to get a fight, then and if it's reasonable, then that's what I'm gonna do. You feel me? I'm just trying to get in there, bro. I have no boxing experience like that, but I do got these hands. They don't call me Young Mike Treats for nothing. I'll tell you that much.
So
whoever wants it can get it.
So what's the fight weight though?
160. I'm trying to go.
Oh, 160. 160. Damn.
Believe me.
So wait. You don't got any sparring experience, right?
Nope.
Look at that. I mean, we do got a 160-pound debut. I just don't know if his promoter. I'm not gonna put his promoter out there. I just don't know if his promoter
already has an opponent.
I don't know if his promoter is willing to serve him up to someone who talks as confident as you. I think your voice being as confident as it is could have scared this promoter and the fighter off already. I'm just saying.
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Not sure.
Hey,
who are you talking about this?
Hey, I'm not even gonna post. I'm not even gonna post like no sparring or nothing in that case. I promise you that.
Oh no. Unfortunately, that's what this. No. Unfortunately, that's what this show is for. Whoever becomes a Border Wars participant has to give us sparring and training footage. Like, we got to build it up. We got to make our own boxing world. So we need everything for the build up. But Sal, we do have you, and we are, definitely searching for an opponent for you. We will get back to you. And then we will announce your fight. Like we just announced Alex and Info Joe live on the show. We're gonna bring on JP, who is looking like won't be on this card for whatever reason.
Long Beach in the house. Yeah.
I pity the fool.
JP speakerphone, Long Beach. What up?
I pity the fool, Ness. Whoever you put in there, whoever you make take that ass whooping first, I pity the fool.
Yo, you losing fights, B. You and your promoter.
You got to sign up, JP. You're killing me here, dog. You're killing me. You got to sign up.
Man, y'all looking like Padveckin right now. Every time you got to fight, you don't show up, and boom, you lose your fighter. We had you all set up with somebody from Las Vegas, all in your weight class. Super
easy matchup. Come on.
You fucked up. You dragging your feet, B. We calling you the big baby Miller of the West Coast. We calling you the big baby Miller of the West Coast. You all talk over there. Yo, I served you up the youngest heavyweight. I said, let's see if JP go for this 6'2", 255-pound young boy. And I said to Matt, when he don't take the fight, that's when I'm going to step in.
The fight was never offered him.
The fight was offered. Look at him. He trying to.
I never offered him that fight. Because we had a fight. We had a fight scheduled.
Yeah, you never offered him that fight because
we had a fight schedule. That's why. Don't lie. We had a fight schedule.
Dangerous.
We had a fight schedule. That's why.
Mm-hmm. What happened to that fight?
Hey, I just heard about Eddie yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Matt just laughed over there, Shaggy style. He throwing you under the bus. Matt said,
"No, I just heard about." But yeah, man, let your boy get to it, man. I'm doing real things out here. I'm currently outside of my daughter's summer camp. They late from fucking raging waters. I mean, it's real life happening. So can we get some exceptions and shit? You feel me? Relax. We gonna get it done.
You could definitely get exceptions, but that don't sound too good for the home team. I'm just saying, if you happen to been fighting this dude they call Young Ali, aka Dominican Nightman, you got to be worrying about practices and camps and all that shit and not training. He might not make you when you fight him. You might not even make it back to them training camps and fights and daughters recitals and all that shit. You don't play boxing. You don't play boxing. I'm just saying. You can't just be doing midnight walks calling that cardio.
JP, just sign up
Hey,
silence this motherfucker.
ain't none of y'all no professionals. Ain't nobody no professional out here. So that adage applies to professionals. It's not applicable talking about young Ali and whoever else who gonna get led to the slaughter, because it's a meat grinder over here. You know what I mean? I don't think cats is truly tough enough at their core. You know what I mean? What I do, I look at a nigga core. You feel me? And then I'll be like, is he tough? Is he tough enough when it really come down to it? When it's really trenches? You know, is they tough enough? Did they grow up barefooted outside like me? See, I'm that kid on the block. You know that fat, chubby dude with shit all over his shirt? And he barefooted. And he loves to wrestle and fight and play? That's me. I'm just grown and sophisticated now. But I'm that kid. I don't know which kid y'all was. If you like to expand on what kid you was, I'm all ears. But that's me.
Well, unlike you, I don't reminisce on the back of the day bullshit because I'm living in the day. And today, you know what I did? I knocked me out a 27-year-old boy. I put him down twice.
Like,
Not once, but twice.
Yeah,
All right, so I ain't knock him out, but I put him down twice. Okay, that's what I did today.
Once.
You know what I'm saying? No. You robbed me of my second knockdown.
I didn't rob you. I was not.
The fans know that them body shots rang like a fucking drum. Okay, so all we know is JP used to do, and you know what else I know he does do? He eat. I seen that stomach at the appreciation night. You could talk about you gonna be grinding and you a meat grinder. You grounding it, yeah. You making ground beef, taco meat. That's what you doing, because how you gonna keep up with that stamina? If you want to like be a grinder, that means you got to be constantly punching, constantly cutting off the ring. You know what I mean? Constantly cornering your man on the ropes. Man, you know how much stamina that take? I swear to God, if I hadn't been in the ring, yeah, I would believe everything he's saying. But I know what it takes. He could talk, but I know what it takes. And he can't do what he's saying he could do. Not right now. Is he planning? Is he, you know, are those like, what do they call them, affirmations? Is he saying his shit out loud? Because 5 months from now, he want to plan on being a meat grinder? Yeah. He could assume 5 months from now he going to get into shape to do it. But right now, he ain't doing it. So I ain't falling for the talk, JP.
Fair enough. But like I said, nobody here is professional, so these things apply to professionals. Like, I got 3 rounds to catch you for 2 minutes. Is we doing 2? Bruh, I'm telling you, when I told you my workout regimen, but see, one of the greatest advantages is the deception of me. That's why I don't want to show no video. I don't want y'all to know nothing. I want you to have the same perception you have. That's fine. I've been dealing with that my whole life.
But what happened? But what happened?
You can have.
But what happened? Why would you not want to show footage? You know, if you're so good, there's nothing to hide.
No, because deception is my greatest advantage.
But that's the thing. I didn't give no one deception. You see me check left hooking dudes all throughout spawn and training camp, and then I put somebody down with the left hook. You know what I'm saying? I don't just talk tough. I do tough things. That's why you ain't signed that contract.
I'm willing to fight. I'm
gonna build it up. I'm gonna let you build your name off me, JP. Don't worry. I'm gonna build it up, and then I'm gonna knock you down.
I understand you, Ness. You got the most to lose out of everybody. So I can understand why you wouldn't want to just go in there and blind against me. I understand. Now you got to. I would do the same. Honestly, I would, because ain't nobody got nothing to lose but you. This is all fun and games for us. I go back to my family. I'll never have to call again. You still gonna have to show your face. I get it. I'm gonna tear this little short dude up, man. Y'all should not put him in here. I'm a full-grown Saint Bernard. Y'all trying to put some kind of poodle, some little dude. I'm gonna hurt him bad. I'm damn near scared to play with these kids like this. Whatever. And let me tell you this. Whatever Matt and them seen of me, dude. Matt and them will tell you I wasn't even really punching. Like, they haven't even seen me full bore. Dude, I was like, hey, I hit one of the dudes over there. I was like, sorry, man, sorry. Like, I'm apologizing for shit. So they ain't even
You
seen
Canadian.
me full bore, Ness. Yes, I'm very nice. I'm very nice. And I wish there was freedom.
Since you spitting facts, JP, I'm gonna help you spit some more. When's the last time you clocked yourself throwing punches for 3 minutes? Never.
Oh, no, yeah, I could assume that'd be really hard. That'll be hard.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So in actuality, you don't know what you can do. Everyone says they gonna do something, and then they get in the ring and they see, oh shit, I ain't even got the strength or the stamina or the IQ, and they get punched in their face repeatedly.
I just feel like for that amount of time, for 2 rounds, I feel like
it's 3 rounds. It's 3 rounds. It's 3 rounds. It's 3 rounds.
3 minutes or 2 minutes? 3 minutes.
Well, they were 3 minutes in the first Border Wars. Then the second one, Kevin Cunningham switched it. But we was training for 3.
Now, if we was talking 5 or 6 rounds, man, I might not even fuck with y'all. But if we talking this 2 to 3 rounds, I feel like, off the street, I can walk in there and give some work. You know what I mean? Now, depending on the level of the dude and how much, I really do. Now, I could be wrong. Let's take into consideration I could be a complete buffoon and I don't know what it takes, because that could be an actual thing here. I have had on gloves in my life. I've played around in the backyard with Matt and them and all that. Maybe in the ring, when all the lights are on, it's a complete different situation. I can understand the anxiety and all the things going on, and your heart rate is up. But I don't know, man. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I feel like I got that for you.
All right, well, JP, man, let me wrap this up. Listen, Matt, he ended it beautifully because he's right. It's a different story when them lights. And the funny thing is, those lights are cliche, right? We didn't have big fucking, Showtime network lights on us. But when that actual fight happened, something happens to your blood. Something happens to your breathing. Something happens to your heart. Everything. And it's different, man. It's different. Guys don't know till they find out. But, look, I'm not saying that freak of natures don't exist, athletic ones at that. Maybe JP is just like Shandu, and I'm saying that sincerely because Shandu is something to reach for the stars. He's a dude that hasn't been in the ring in over 14 years, but was fully capable of stepping in the ring and going 3 rounds, 3 minutes each round with a 2-0 pro. So maybe JP is no different. Maybe he is no different, and I have no right to underestimate him. But it's all, it's all banter. It's all build up. And hopefully, he gets out of that Dylan White status. And, he could be talked about with the Joshuas and the Wilders of the world is all I'm saying. You got to make a name for yourself is all I'm saying. It is, at the end of the day, a business. I sound like a fighter. Yo, damn. Yo, it's so funny, though, man. That anxiety is going to be funny. But all right. Any other last minute things? We got to let them know. All right. Registration ends Sunday, August 13th at noon. Doors are closed. If you are selected to be part of this card, you must be part of the promotion. You're going to have to take a shirtless pic, posing like this. Know what I'm saying? With the old signature biceps up, or at least in the fighter stance. You're going to have to be on shows like this. You're going to have to do, like Matt said, some promotional video. We need to see just how good you are. We need to see you doing some pad work. Head on over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice and check out some of our newest participants: Aaron Cantu, Hasalio Santoyo, Marvin the Tank Furman, and Santiago, the Silent Killer, and also Eddie Bala de Grasa. So we got a lot of new people, plus about 3 or 4 others, actually more than that, that haven't even been able to submit their, what are we calling those? Introduction videos, right? Something, introduction videos, introduction to Patreon family, to get to see who's going to be part of this card. And again, while we're all talking, no one got hurt in the first one. Everyone, there was no animosity. No one went home alone and, cried on the beach. Everyone hung out. We had a great time. We went to the beach. We raced on the beach. We did numerous things as a group, and we intend to continue doing that. Obviously, we're all competitive. We're men, but we don't want to hurt anyone or anyone get hurt, and we want to obviously chill afterwards and be there. But we got JD for that for sure. He's gonna make sure things stay clean. And I'm even thinking of bringing my trainer. That's right. I said it.
Oh, you let the cat out of the bag?
I'm letting it out. Betting line. I like being a 1,000-to-1. That's it. I'm bringing my fucking world-class trainer. He's gonna be in my corner. That's what I'm thinking.
Make your loss and Doomsday's loss that much more sad.
Sure, buddy. Sure. Anyway, final thoughts. Border Wars is gonna be in LA, man. Last time I've been in LA, I think it was 2007, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Long time. Maybe 2009.
It's changed a little bit.
Maybe 2009 and shit.
Legal weed.
I was all in at the W in Hollywood Boulevard. I was there. The last time I was there was actually I was there the day that Michael Jackson died. When all that was happening in his mansion right there, I was staying right at the W. It's like literally around the corner from the hotel. It was crazy. I didn't even know that. And then it was like, oh shit, look, Michael Jackson's right around the hotel. So, final thoughts. Border Wars has been fun. I'm so excited. I've been eating like a pig, to be honest with you. I gotta answer. I gotta see this message.
What message?
This Mexican butterbean dude. I need to know who he is. He is hilarious on Patreon, bro. Let me see who he's looking at here. Oh, look. He's calling out Hasael Santoyo. He says, right? He goes, his message, he's such an asshole. Mexican butterbean says, when they say everyone looks good on a heavy bag, I guess they were wrong. And he's such a savage. He leaves a signature, MBB. I love him. Shout out to Mexican Butterbean. Even though you ducked me, he signed up. The first day he signed up the Patreon, he's like, yo, Ness, I want to fight you. Still ain't signed up. Then he messages me talking about me and my cousin Tony G gonna sign up. Neither one of them signed up. A lot of ducks in this world. I'm just saying. Final thoughts are, Border Wars is fun, and we're gonna keep it fun. We're gonna, it's gonna be a little entertainment for everybody, little kind of WWE, and definitely some excitement and further building friendships and bonds. I mean, at the end of the day, JP won an award that I was one of the people that voted in favor of him receiving that. He's been a key fixture here on TBV as a caller with great calls through and through. Co-host on West Coast TBV Wake and Bake. So him joining Border Wars is only expected as a TBV family member. And one day Mofongo will join, and he'll finally dip his feet in the pond of TBV Border Wars, and everybody will be in great shape due to this. And hopefully he'll get to DR one day, man. We tried to get it there this time. It ain't happened. These guys fucking LA, whack ass LA. But yeah, it's growing. That's my final thoughts. TBV, it's growing, and Border Wars too.
You want to let people know where they can follow you, or
they can follow
I'm just assuming they know where Young Ali's at.
You know that, right? The ESPN fight started. It's 19 minutes.
Yeah, I'm watching them right now.
Who's in the ring?
Shabaransky.
Oh man, who's he fighting?
Untak May.
Oh, who the fuck is that guy?
No idea, but it's a good scrap, man.
Well, I got it recorded. Yeah, follow me on Instagram at NestGTO and on Twitter at NestGTO.
And my final thoughts is Border Wars, the pseudo weight loss program that we've made, the pseudo all inclusive fan experience sort of trip for you, the fan of this sport, to experience what the sport's really like. I think it's a fun idea. I can't wait to really get this next one in the rear view mirror, because there's animosity and everyone else is having fun. I'm not. I'm angry. I'm upset.
This one changes everything for you.
I really don't like Warren, to be completely honest. Like, I'm not faking it. Like, I know Fern in the chat was like, "Yo, this is all fun, everyone." Like, yeah, not for me. Like, I want to ice this motherfucker. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he's the only guy in this entire event that's not family to me. So I hope that I ice him and he's gone forever, and then I can move on.
I was trying to sneak in a word by saying that this particular event and fight changes everything for you. You know that, right? You might end up being Adrian Broner with Jim Gray, where we're like, Matt, this was a make or break fight, and you're like, fuck that. Y'all gonna watch me fight anybody? I'm say right now, and you gonna watch it. I mean, or it could go the other way. You could get your hand raised, but I mean, yo,
I put in 10 rounds of sparring this week, and I felt like it was a light week. So,
yo, you sound like another participant. You know, Rob called me. He's like, yo, man, I'm looking good. I'm like, bro, you guys are sparring with your.
I didn't say I was looking good. I'm just already putting in work.
I'm not saying that you are saying that. I'm just saying you sparring with your friend.
Yeah.
You learned already that it's not the same.
It's not the same.
So why you keep doing it?
We're waiting to find a cheap gym. We're waiting to get the hookup.
Nothing from that. You might as well call the homies from across the street that don't like you than sparring your friends. Is all I'm saying. But let me sneak in the promoter here, Bobby Hearn.
Bobby Hearn.
Excuse me. Bobby Aram in Canada.
Yo, guys, you can confuse, but don't insult, man. I ain't that British guy. I'm the real deal, the godfather of all promoters, man. Bobby Aram. Yo, Ness, one other thing that we should do that just occurred to me, just an idea since we're all on the air here. What if we open up 2 spots too for commentators, man? Because it would be really nice to have these fights commentated on, so we can have them, you know.
Yeah, but you want to do live commentary? Because we can always do post commentary.
I think live commentary would be awesome, man. We have so much time to put that together. That way, you know, maybe there's some people that really want to.
That's a lot of more. But here you go, talking about more expenses. You know, you need equipment for that. You need XLR microphones, XLR cables, mixer, and at least at least a. I mean, it's not that expensive, but you're gonna need like a Zoom, which is a recording device, and then you're gonna need something that is gonna be able to at least accept 2 XLR microphones for 2 separate commentators. That's it. And then that audio could be then laid under the fights. You know what I mean?
Can't we just have something more basic where we just kind of like record it on some sort of apparatus and then we just put it over the fights? It doesn't have to be like, you know, crazy. I'm just saying to have live commentary with the excitement would be kind of cool, you know? Would be interesting. We don't have to pan into the guys and have them be HBO style, just the actual call itself. And that way we can lay it over the video footage, right? Just an idea, maybe something to ponder, right?
Well, I'm sure if we talk to Enrique, he's gonna say like the Zoom is the best thing, bro. It's, you know, you don't want to just speak into an apparatus. For that, you speak into your iPhone, but that volume, that audio is gonna be, you know, picking up. You know, it's not gonna. Listen, you need a microphone. You need a nice microphone that isn't picking up the surroundings, only picking up the commentator speaking.
Okay, well, fair enough. That was just a suggestion. One other thing then, too, I just basically made it home, so I just wanted to make a quick comment, too, because I'm the one that's controlling all the registrations that are coming in. There are a bunch of people that have expressed interest in wanting to do it, and there's a lot of people, so make sure if you really want in, guys, you got to do it. It's no joke. Like, there's people that are going to miss out just because it is really getting to be overwhelming, the number, right? So I know you spoke of that. We don't have a cut number. What are we cutting it at? Because we're already at 10 solid fights, to be honest with you, and that alone is 20 people plus 3 judges, 23 plus a ref, 24. You know, we're talking about a lot of people. Yeah, and you forgot one fight too. JP's fight makes it 11 fights.
If he signs up. It's not signed.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
So, and-
11 fight is Info Joe and Alex Lemon. That is signed. That's 11 fights
that
right
is
there.
signed. Okay, that's crazy. So that means 12 fights. That's like 24 people, man. That's
Well,
nuts.
so far 11.
Well, and so far not everyone's signed up, right? Too. Like there's people that have said they will and they haven't yet. So right now, officially, I think we're sitting at, I think we said about 16 or 17 people. So that's still a lot, right? So that's on that end, and then we still have a whole bunch of stuff to figure out. But I heard a lot of people say they want to hold back on footage and everything. But you mentioned that's a no-go, right? Obligations. Did you mention how they have to be on Patreon too as part of the obligation?
Absolutely. We mentioned they had to be there, and obviously, you know, the footage. You know, and Matt, you know, you will be fined this time with your edited footage, highlighting only the good shit.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Oh, of course not. Well, you'll listen to the playback. When you receive that fine, you'll listen to the playback. But any other messages, Jose, while we close up? We got Mauricio Herrera and Jesus Soto Carras about to get in the ring, Z.
Boys, that's all I got, man.
All right, bro. Thanks for calling in. And remember the winners of specific specific bouts. There are titles on the line. Like Eric Cruz, he's putting his title on the line versus the Rockstar. Obviously,
my fight's a title fight.
Jose has his title on the line. Obviously, I have my title on the line. I don't know how Matt got that title. Maybe we'll put that one as a vacant. Give it to the fight of the night. You know, he wants to be a paper champ.
I said I relinquish the belt as long as it is for this fight. Because I don't want to be a paper champ.
Oh, so you want to fight for a vacant title for this fight? I like that. I like.
Because we all did. We all fought for vacant titles. My fight was supposed to be.
Of course, you get the original offer that was on your original contract. It's no different than Charles Hatley and Jamel Charlo. It got relocated. It didn't get canceled.
Great example.
So you need to start thinking that way when you think
Charles Hatley, and I'm gonna knock him the fuck out. Yes.
All right, but you also need to think that way when you're thinking of all this animosity. Look, it's a fight. Get it out the way, and that's it. Put it water under the bridge, because it's no one's fault that thing. You know, it's negotiations, bro. Negotiations, arena, site fee, all that stuff. Listen, again, you know me. Catch me on Instagram and Twitter, NesGTO. Make sure you follow Matt. We're going to go and get set up. We'll probably be doing a Patreon live fight chat for all my $7 tiers and up as we watch this barn burner. I'm expecting.
And also, are we going to move on straight from that in the same video on Patreon to watching All Access live as well and doing live commentary on that? Are we going to do that, or just curious here?
Matt sandbagging. We will see, ladies and gentlemen. We will see. Later.